Hi, this is Brian Carrier at Sleuthkit Labs, and the 3.14 release of Cyber Triage has some big UI changes, and I want to quickly step you through them. You'll notice the changes when you open a host, and there are three major changes. First, there's a navigation at the top that goes from Summary to Review Notable Items to Examine All Items to Report. Second, there are a series of new panels within the new Summary view. And third, the Review Notable Items is also new and allows you to review the bad suspicious items. Let's first talk about the top navigation. These four phases represent how we've taught people how to use Cyber Triage, and we've now formalized them in the UI. Step 1 is to orient yourself around what's going on the host being investigated. Step 2 is to review the bad and suspicious items that Cyber Triage found from its automated analysis pipelines. Step 3 is to optionally dive deeper into all of the collected data, in addition to the ones that were automatically analyzed. Step 4 is to make a report with your conclusions. The new UI represents those stages as you proceed in your investigation. Let's look at the new summary view a bit. Our intention is that you'll spend a few minutes on these panels to get a basic overview of what happened on the system. Most of the data that we previously had on the host dashboard is found here in one of the bottom views. Let's quickly go through all of them. The bad items timeline represents all the items that are currently scored as bad in a timeline view. You can click on any and see details below. You should start here to get an understanding of what was automatically identified by Cyber Triage. In this case, there are 3 bad items, but 4 rows, because one of the items has 2 timestamps. The attack tactics view shows you the bad items, but grouped by MITRE attack tactics. You can use this view to get an idea about what stages of an attack are known. For example, if you want to know if data is exfiltrated, look here and see if there are items under that heading. The host summary view shows you an overview of the OS, host names, etc. The login summary view shows you who usually logs into the system, recent failed logins, and other changes. You can go here to look for new lateral movement. The process summary view shows you recent changes around processes. You can go here to see new triggered tasks and new processes that ran for the first time. These could be from attacker activity. The remainder of the views were on the old host dashboard. The analysis view shows what jobs happened in the background, and this is where you can go to restart malware scanning, restart Yara, etc. Anything on automated analysis you can find here. The collection info view shows you information about what was collected and what settings were used. And lastly, the data issues view shows you any errors that may have happened during the collection or parsing of individual artifacts. Now let's look at the review notable items view. You'll come here after getting an orientation of the system. We define notable items as the bad, suspicious, and labeled items. This view shows all of those to you sorted by time. In this view, you should confirm that bad items are indeed bad and make decisions about the suspicious items and decide they are in fact bad or okay. This is the same data that older versions showed in the bad suspicious tables. Now they're merged together and sorted by time to make it easier to make decisions. Also note that you can now change a score of a bad or suspicious item to unknown. You previously had to mark it as good, and some people were uncomfortable doing that. You can now mark it as unknown, and that will effectively remove the current scores from the item, but you aren't claiming that it should be good forever. The same buttons exist to change the scores to up or down and get recommendations. You can also click this button here to see a set of filters so you can hide items by type or analysis result. The Examine All Items view is nearly identical to the previous version, except it no longer has the host dashboard or the bad suspicious item views. That data has all been moved to previous UIs we just covered. And then lastly, you can make a report. This is again the same options you had before from the dashboard. It's now just at the top navigation. That's the overview of the changes. If you have any questions, please contact support. Thanks.